The next section we will complete is Part 2, Organization and Experience Statement. From the Application Summary screen, select Edit on the right side of Part 2. The easiest way to complete this screen is to fill in the required yellow fields first in the following 3 sections: Contractor Information, Compliance Questions, and at the bottom of the screen, Additional Questions. Under Contractor Information, enter the organization's number of years in business, enter your organization's number of years of experience in highway construction work, read the statement on the screen, and select your organization's SSPC certification status. If you click the down arrow, there's 4 options to choose from, and we choose QP1 certified. Scroll to the next section, which is compliance questions. Answer the 10 questions by selecting the drop-down arrow and picking yes or no. If you answered yes to any of these compliance questions, you would need to fill in more information. It is best to wait to click the Add Edit Response boxes until all of the highlighted fields have been filled in and you have saved your information. Once you have answered all of the compliance questions, scroll to the bottom of the screen to the Additional Questions section. Answer the 2 remaining questions. You can click inside the box to type your answer. If the questions do not apply to your business, you can type NA inside the box. Click Save at the top of the screen since all of the highlighted fields have been answered. The information was saved successfully. You will need to go back to the compliance questions and click the Add Edit Response box for any questions that you answered yes. So the first question we answered yes. I'm going to click the Add Edit Response box. A reminder message will pop up to remind you to always save your information before starting a new section. I have already saved my information. It's listed on the screen and it was saved successfully, so I can click OK to go to the next screen. If you are not sure if you've saved your information, click Cancel, then click Save at the top of your screen. Once you click OK, the question screen will be displayed. There's 3 fields to enter. I have 1 completed. So you just put the project name, the date of failure, the years, and then the reason. Once the information is filled in, select Save at the top of the screen to save your information. A message will display that your information was saved successfully. You can select Back. There are 5 more sections we need to complete for Part 2. You will notice after some of the headings on the screen a blue circle with an eye in the center. Hover over the circle to read the information before filling out that section. For the Request Desired Work Classification section, if you hover over the blue circle, it says the undersigned hereby applies for qualification to perform the following types of work as described in the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation Specifications Publication 408. So if you select Request Work Classifications on the right-hand side, the new screen will display. Under Available Records, check the boxes for any of the work class codes that apply to your company. So if we select C and then select Apply, C will now be listed under your selected records. You must select at least 1 work class code. You can remove a selection by clicking the box in the Remove column and then selecting Apply. So now C has been returned back to the bottom. Once you have finished this section, select Save. You will return to the Part 2 screen and you can see your work class codes listed in the section. So we have our B and our B1. Note, some work class codes are bundled together, so you might see more than 1 work class code on your screen than what you selected. The next section is organization project experience. If you hover over the blue circle, they want you to list contracts which show the various types of work completed by your organization in the past 5 years. You can select non-ECMS project experience, which are other projects from prior applications where you self-performed your requested WCCs, or you can select add project experience, which are new projects where you self-performed your requested WCCs. So we will click add project experience. Click OK. The new screen will display. You can hover over the blue circles to see what should be included on those fields. There's a lot of information to fill in on this field, so I have one already completed. So you need to fill out all of the required fields. Make sure that you fill out the email fields on this screen. They are not highlighted. When you select Save, you will receive a reminder message asking you to enter that information before leaving the screen. There are also a few fields on the right side of the screen that are not highlighted but will need to be filled out. So project prime contractor address, prime contractor contact name, and prime contractor contact email will also need to be filled out. If you forget to fill in one of these fields and you select Save, a red X will show next to the field alerting you that you need to fill that in. So what we're looking at on the screen right now is for the subcontractor. If you would select prime contractor, the information on the screen changes. Once you have finished this selection, select Save and then back. You will return to the Part 2 screen and can see the project experience has been added. So here's our project experience. The next section is construction experience for key employees. If you hover over the blue circle, they want you to list the construction experience of the officers and management personnel, including superintendents of your organization. On the right-hand side, click Add Employee. A new screen will open. Enter the information into the yellow fields. So I have one completed. So you'll do first name, last name. You can click the drop-down arrow for their title. Enter the years of experience, type of construction work, and experience position. If you have multiple employees to enter, you can select Save and New at the top of your screen to add more employees. If you're done adding all your employees, you can click Save and then select Back. Sometimes whenever you're in ECMS, you'll go back one screen too many. So on this section, if you just click Edit, if that happens, it'll take you right back into the screen where you were at. So for the next part, we have plant and equipment. If you hover over the circle and read the information, it tells you what you're looking for. They want you to list your owned equipment and indicate separately any leased equipment available to you with an explanation of the arrangements. You can complete the information in this section, or you can attach your own plant and equipment list by uploading the document in the attachment section below. So we are going to select Add Plant and Equipment. The plant and equipment screen is displayed. So you can see what information they're looking for. So we have one done. So we enter dump truck. We know it's equipment. If you select the down arrow, you can select leased, otherwise available, or owned. You can click the down arrow to select the condition. So we're selecting fair. The quantity that you have, the size or capacity, and years of service. For explanation of arrangements, this box is for if the equipment is leased. Once you have finished this section, select Save, then select Back. You will return to Part 2 of the screen, and you'll see that the equipment has been added to the plant and the equipment section. The last section to complete is affiliates and subsidiaries. You slide to the bottom, select Add on the right-hand side. The new screen is displayed. You will need to enter either the name of the affiliated organization or the subsidiary organization. If adding an affiliated organization, type in the affiliated business name in the box. So here we typed in National Constructors. If you were going to type in a subsidiary organization, you would need to click on the magnifying glass. On the new screen, click the plus sign in front of one of the business partner names. Answer the question, is subsidiary part of the pre-qualification approval, by clicking the down arrow and selecting yes or no. Once you have finished this section, you can select Save and then select Back. You return to the Part 2 screen and can see the company has been added to the affiliates and subsidiary section. Before going to Part 3, you need to click Validate to make sure you have attached all of the needed documents. So we're going to the top of the screen here. I'm going to select Save. So the information was saved successfully. When I click Validate, it will tell me if I am missing any information. So I need to add the QP1 certificate document. So if I slide to the bottom to the attachment section, if I go to the right-hand side of the screen under Document Type and click the down arrow, you'll see QP1 certificate listed. Enter the attachment title and a description. Click Choose File to find your file. Click your title and then click Open. You will see that your document is listed on the screen. Click Save to save your document. If you slide down to the attachments, you will see that your attachment is now under the Available Attachments section. So we'll click Validate one more time to make sure we have all the information that we need. We received a message saying validation completed successfully. If there are no more documents to attach, select Save at the top of your screen. You'll get a message saying the information was saved successfully, and you can exit Part 2 of the application.